back.
We're back.
I'm back.
He's back. I'm
Anybody
back
miss
too.
me? I don't think anybody missed me. But
I missed you.
oh, good.
I
Thanks,
missed
buddy.
you.
Thanks.
Nobody to hang out with and complain about the race.
No one to drink beer with or
I
eat
just-
chicken wings.
Drink beer and eat chicken wings by myself.
There you go. Well,
Kind of sad.
that's okay.
So the last episode of All-Star Amazing
All-Star
Race.
season. Yes. It was a good episode, but it was kind of
a little bit of a letdown.
it was. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot going on. There was a lot of time consumption.
Yeah.
Not a lot of action. There were some nice, effects things, and there was flames, and there was sparkles, and there was magic. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah. England to
Left
Vegas.
from England, and everybody's going to be on the same
No,
flight.
fly to
Everybody's
Vegas.
going to Vegas. So everybody goes to Vegas, and everybody gets gets into the bald guy's truck, drives into the desert. A little bit of the
Dig your own
mob
grave.
feel, yeah. Dig your own grave.
That would have been
Yeah.
fun. Dig your own grave.
Yeah, it needs to be 6 feet by 2 feet by 4 feet. That would have been
That
interesting.
would've been
But
fun.
no, they just had to dig up something in the ground. They didn't know what. They find a box. They don't know how to get into the box. At least Rachel figured out there's tools in the back.
That was
Let's
pretty
go and-
cool. She went to
and
get
tear
the
those apart.
jack and she got all this stuff underneath the spare tire and
Brendan's like,
what
what
the
are
heck?
you giving me a jack for? Well, obviously she knew what something anyway.
It worked.
But that was her highlight for the entire episode.
That was her highlight.
That was it. From there on in, Rachel went downhill. So they get the box. They take the contents of the box. David Copperfield. One of them has to go into a crate and release themselves from the crate before the crate suffers a dire fate. The crate and the dire fate. Ooh, that would have been a good title. Oh well. Anyway, so we all know that nobody's actually going to die in reality television. Least of all in prime time.
Not yet.
Not yet. So we know it's how it's going to play out. It was kind of just wasting time.
It
really.
was slow.
It was so boring.
I mean,
By the first one, it was a
entertaining.
little.
He's an interesting guy, but it just got boring
there.
after a while. Not there, not at all. That
It
was
was
the
like-
thing. It was like,
You could have had any magician anywhere on the planet have taken that spot.
yes.
I'll get out. They all go to the next clue. They all go to the boneyard.
That
The neon
is
boneyard.
cool.
That was cool. I really
like
liked
you
that.
said in your thing.
Yeah,
Next time we go to Vegas,
Definitely need to
going
check that
there.
out because that looked like a
That
lot of
was
fun.
cool.
And you'd have to go at night. Hopefully, it would actually be
course.
running at night. Going during the day would be kind of dull.
Yeah, and a little bit of tourism alert here in Edmonton. We have our own neon museum, so you should check it out.
That's true. It's not as
Yeah.
big,
No, but it's kind of cool.
but it's kind of cool.
Anyway,
So they'll get that. They get the light bulb. Then they go. Everybody races over to the Mirage
Mirage.
to replace the light bulbs in the eye.
Yep. And they go up.
And it's a nice slow ascent to the top of the Mirage with 30 floors or so. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Change.
More time wasting, less excitement.
And a lot of screwing going.
Yeah.
On. Light bulb.
David Conner get there.
That's a terrible joke.
David Conner get there. The girls get there. The girls actually got there first.
Yes.
But David Conner somehow managed to get up the side of the building faster. Not sure how, but I think they were up there faster anyway. Or about the
No,
same.
they were
They were pretty close.
doing the light bulbs faster.
They were doing the light bulbs faster. That's what it was. Because they passed the girls.
Yeah.
And
Then there's a big race.
and then it's a big race down and down and down. Meanwhile, Brendan and Rachel have finally shown up, and they're running around inside the hotel.
Yes.
Because what was that Rachel didn't do?
Did not read that clue.
She did not read the clue. Big surprise. She made the same mistake last episode where she didn't read a clue.
Someone's made that mistake for every single episode of this race, I think. Someone's walked
I think
around.
So. I
and,
think somebody.
what
has
do we
missed a
do
clue.
now? Well, why don't you read the clue? I
Every
don't
single
know.
time.
Read
It's
the
not.
clue.
It's in your pocket. It shouldn't take a lot to take it out and
Yeah.
read it, and then read it again, and then when you get to the event, read it again.
Yeah, make sure you know what the clue says before you start running around the place.
If we ever run the race and we don't read the clue,
I will.
we
punch
deserve to
myself
be
in.
out.
Yes.
we should just quit then, because you know what? We didn't read the clue. We're quitting.
Yes.
No, we wouldn't quit. But it's kind of the number one rule.
It is the number one rule of Amazing Race. Always
Yes.
read the clue.
Right. So they all go off to find Maverick helicopters. Dave and Connor are off. The girls are right behind them. Dave and Connor end up in a dead end. Apparently, bad cab choice. Not as bad a cab choice as Brendan and Rachel's,
Original one.
who
Yeah.
apparently got somebody with a walker on a cab. I'm not sure how that works, but anyway. They get into the helicopter. Dave and Connor get into the helicopter. The girls get into the helicopter. Everybody goes up to the helicopter. The other team member, it's another roadblock. The other team member has to go to the
Speedway.
Because the helicopter gets to fly around and find the clue where they're going to land, and then they free fall out of the helicopter. Now, I'm sorry to say this, my friend, but that's your task. Because I see no reason to throw myself out of a perfectly good
Not for
aircraft.
$1 million.
I'd still give it to you.
Okay.
If you really
I
wanted
would
to do it.
take
I mean,
it.
if you didn't want to do it, I'd do
I
it.
would take it. Well, it is in my blood because
But-
my father was in the airborne, so
There you
I would
go.
jump out of an airplane or
There you
anything.
go.
It'd be fun.
So,
I may pee my pants a little bit, but that's okay.
there's the big scene with the helicopter. There's a scene where everybody's jumping out, and you have no idea who's coming down. And they're coming down in this nice little fireball of sparkly lights and the
I like that
bright
bit.
flashing light on the suit. It was cool.
That was kind of dramatic because they're all looking up going, who is it? I
And
don't know.
nobody
There's two of
knows
them.
who it is. That
Who
was
is
the
it?
whole
Who is it?
excitement in the entire
Yeah,
episode
that's
was
cool.
about 5 minutes, right at the end.
Yeah. And it was
And it was Dave.
Dave.
So Dave and Connor have won the Amazing Race All-Star season. Dave and Connor came in first.
$1 million.
Carolyn and Jennifer came in second.
Good for them.
And Brendan and Rachel came in a dismal third.
Well,
Well, actually, it's a damn good
Third's
performance, really. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can come in third against all those players, that's actually really darn good. They should feel proud of that.
They should.
They didn't get first, so
Yeah.
what? So they don't have an extra $1 million to have babies with?
I don't get that.
So
I mean,
what?
they
Well,
won. They
they won Big Brother, they got $1 million
They won something
there.
Else.
But he's still going through, he's just finished his medical school, so I guess they're paying off all those bills. She's probably been doing all the work. So,
So when you had babies
did I have
and I
$1
babies,
million?
did you have $1 million? Did you have?
No.
Did you have a huge mortgage? Not a huge mortgage, but a mortgage to
I had
pay
a,
and
I had a
bills to
mortgage,
pay.
I had cars, I had kids, and I did not have $1 million.
Yeah, who needs $1 million to have kids? You just sort of
Apparently
have them.
that's their criteria.
All right.
In which case, we won't have to worry about parental babies for some time. So that's it. There's our review. It was
That's it.
a really good season, a
was.
really weekend.
Yep.
We'll be back in a month.
We'll be back.
A little over a month.
For Amazing Race Canada.
Canada.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
And one of those seasons we're not going to actually be able to blog about it because we will be racing it.
Can't tell you that though.
No, we can't tell you.
Maybe we're gone for that.
You never know. So if you don't see us blogging about it, watch for us in the race.
Yeah.
And if you see us blogging about it, you don't have to watch for us in the race. Simple system there.
Yeah, we didn't get it.
There you go.
We didn't get it.
See you later.
Bye.
Big surprise. She did. Made the surprise. She did. Made the same mistake. Big surprise. She did. Made the same.